The question is, how can you start a voice chat on Telegram? And there's often different ways of doing things. I'm going to show you one way of doing it, and you can experiment with the other ways. So I'm showing it to you on an Android device. So Telegram is here at the bottom. We will start it up. If we open it up, at the moment it's just blank here because all my stuff are put into what we call folders on top there. If it's blank like this, all you do is just give it a little tap downwards and you'll see this little pin pop up here. This is to initiate a chat section, or you could create groups or channels from it. The other way is going to go and click on these three bars to pull up the same ability to make a group. Now I assume that you don't have a group and we've got to make a group. So if we tap over here, we will be able to open up a panel like this where you see new group, new secret chat, and new channel. So you can create a new group from that. But I'm going to just go back here on this arrow, and I'm going to go to these three buttons over here. This is the menu section also. If you tap on there, you're going to open it up in this area, and there you also see new group. So it's your choice as to whether you do it here or there. Sometimes this little pen tool is maybe not very accessible. Then you can go to the three menu bars, click on new group. So we're going to do this one for now. If I click on new group, let's just do that. You're going to come to an interface where you are required to at least enter one other person's name when you're creating a group. If you're creating a channel, you can do it without putting people into the channel. But with a group, you need at least one person. So I suggest you put in somebody that you're going to have in the group. Add a person. So I'm going to just add somebody over here. So there we have one person. Immediately you see this little arrow shift over here, which means that now we can initiate a group. So if we click on there, we're going to get into a section where we've got to give the group a name, and let's call it Leaders Group for the want of a better name. You can add a photo to it or a little video clip, or you could do it a little bit later. So here you have one member. It's yourself and this member that's part of the group. So there's two in the group. You can click this button here, and there we have the group up and running. So if you want to add more members, you can just click on there and it will give you a list of the people that you have on. But I prefer working with sending a link to people so that they can click on it and join the group and then have access to the voice chat that we're going to be setting up. So remember, a voice chat works inside a group or a channel. So you have to create the group or the channel first. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this for now. Let me just put that off there because I'm going to generate a link. Okay, so if we click on the name that you've chosen there, which could be anything that you decide to put in there, there's these two areas. The one is this menu and one of the pen menu. And then you have the names of the people in the group. You could then consistently add new members at this point also. So if we tap on this one here, we're going to come to what we're actually after, which is the voice chat. Start voice chat. Okay, so that's what we want to be able to get. Now, when you start a voice chat, you can start it as yourself or as the name of the group. Okay, so if this thing was called House Church, that would have been House Church over there. So it's just given that. In some cases, you don't want to go on as yourself. You want to go on as the group. You can choose this one. Like, for example, if I do that, then I will appear as leaders in the group. Okay, here now is the two key things. You can schedule a voice chat. That means you set it up. Everybody that gets notified who was in the group will get notified, and there will be a countdown clock that happens. So let me just show you this. If we click on this here, we're going to schedule. There's a countdown clock that starts, and you can have up to 7 days ahead of time. So you can scroll the wheels when you want to. You could basically scroll them up and down, and it will change the timings to when the meeting starts. Now in this case, it's saying starting today at 3 p.m., which is in 2 hours time, or 2 hours plus time. So you can click this. Let's see it. If we click here, there it starts the countdown of the actual meeting. Okay, so the voice chat has not started yet. It's just initiated the countdown. Once it gets to 0, you still got to press the start button as the administrator to start the voice chat meeting. If you don't do that, the voice chat meeting still doesn't start. So this is just a counter. Here you can click on, if you want to share, you can click there and you can then choose who you want to share the link to. So people that get the link will be able to link directly into the voice chat, coming to the group and be part of the voice chat. Okay, if you click close here, all it's going to do is minimize this. So it's not filling up the screen, but it doesn't close the voice chat. Okay, so if I click on the close here, that's what's going to happen. And if I move it back, you will see that there's a countdown carrying on over there. Okay, so if I want to now find out how far things are, I want to open it up again, I can either click on this little label here, or I can click on that label. If I click on there, it's going to pull it up again, ask me the same questions. And I'm going to just say continue as Rory. And there we get back to that screen. I'm going to start up exactly the same process, but I'm not going to go with a scheduled one. I am going to go with an immediate startup of a voice chat. Now, where does this come into play? You as the administrator can start the chat up and then leave the chat, not shut it down, but leave it, and it remains open for other members that come on board, that come into the group. They can hop into that meeting or into that voice chat. So the voice chat becomes what we call an always on. It's always on there, but the administrator enables that and has to initiate it. If the administrator decides to shut that voice chat down, they can do so and start a new one later. It's up to them. So let me show you. So we are going to go to the leaders panel, and we are going to tap on the three dots and click start voice chat. Okay, we are going to start the voice chat now, not schedule. We're going to start the actual voice chat. And there we are. We are now in a voice chat, and that's how simple it is to start the voice chat. It's there. If you go to these three dots, we'll see a similar breakout that we saw earlier. Change who I am, change the label here, the permissions to mute when you log in and able to unmute yourself, share the invitation link. And here's a key one here, start recording now. On the scheduled one, you didn't see start recording because it hadn't started yet. Once it starts, it will look exactly like this, and you can click start recording. If you click start recording, it's going to ask you for a name, and then it starts recording and it puts a dot here. It warns everybody that it's busy recording. When you're done with the recording, it saves it onto your Telegram device in your save messages section. That's the one section on your Telegram that is used just to save messages for yourself on your device. Here again, you can end the voice chat, and this will totally shut it down, but we don't want to do that now. So let's just click off there. So here's the speaker when you get speaker or using your earpiece. And when you do chat here, you just tap on it and it will unmute, and tap again, it will mute itself. Or if you want to temporarily unmute, you can hold your finger on it. So you can just hold your finger and you can talk that way. And when you're done, you let go of your finger, it mutes itself. Almost like a space bar on video conferencing setups. Then the leave button, you have a choice when you click leave. You are now the administrator, so if you want to leave the meeting or leave the voice chat but still leave it available for all the other members, then pretty much you click leave. It's going to give you this option to say, do you want to end this chat now? And you're not going to check that box because you just want to leave, but leave this feature open and running so that other members who come into the group can hop into it and they can chat with each other, so you don't have to be present for them to be able to chat. So in that case, you'll just click leave and you tap there and just go back again. So this is what happens. It says voice chat has started. So the other members will be able to see a little banner that comes on top here, and it will say join. So you come into the group, you join the group, but you'll see additional little join button. You as the administrator, if you want to jump back into that group now, you don't have to restart the voice chat. It's running already in the background. Like I said, it's always on. All you do is you tap here, leaders, and you notice something different. It's not those two icons only. There's a third one here. This is your chat icon. So this shows that it's open and running, but you're not on it. So if you tap onto that, you'll hop into that. Can you see it's loading? There you go. You're into it. Okay, so as people hop in here, you'll see them all populating here. And if people are talking, you'll see their little icons pop to the top, whoever's busy talking. Okay, so that's how this works. You also have the ability to have this little tab here, this box on an Android device. If you tap this, it will create what we call an overlay. Let me just show you how that works. If we tap there, you're going to create this little overlay. So you could ultimately go back and be working on Telegram, carry on working, doing things. You could go into different spaces and you'll see there it says leaders. You can see there's a voice chat underway there. Whether you're in that chat or not in that chat, because the chat is initiated, you'll see it looks like that. So you could be working on Telegram or even go out, not out of Telegram, but go into another application. And this floating bar will still be here. So if you tap on this floating bar, it will bring this up so you could unmute yourself and start talking. If you click back here, it takes you back to that other screen, the full screen over here. So that's how you sort of navigate between. But you've got to experiment with it, test it out, see how it works for you. Here again, you can click on invite members. You then can copy this link. If we go and we copy the link, it's copied to the clipboard, and then we can go and share it to people in any other application, email it to them, send it on Telegram to them. When they click on that link, they will come and be part of this voice chat also and share with everybody. So the key here is to start your little one, get 2 or 3 or 4 people, send them the link, let them join in and get the experience of feeling how it is to work with people joining in, experimenting, testing how things are working. You'll never get it perfect from day one. You might have a challenge here or there. If you do, you just get hold of us at the Eagle team on this particular channel, the tech channel. You can drop a note to me and I'll be able to maybe walk you through seeing how we can correct the things. There's a lot of features under the hood, but I think to be able to get it up and running like this would be a great feature. If you want to connect with me and we test the system first, by all means, just let me know. We can get on board and you can set up something and we can walk our way through it and see how we can assist you in that way. Very soon, towards the end of May 2021, we'll also be bringing in onto Telegram the video feature. So you'll also be able to do these big groups with video interfacing also. So that will be exciting. So once you know this format, when the video pops in and screen sharing, it will be easier for you to get used to it. So start off, as I say, with 1, 2 or 3 people and experiment with it. And then from there you start to expand.